was aware, she confided a lot of things in me.
What?
What did she confide in me? Things about her marriage, the way things were going in her marriage, situations, her plans to possibly get out of the marriage.
Tell me about that.
Well, she had a plan to get out of the marriage. Her fear was that she would not get out the marriage with her daughter. Everything she did was for her daughter.
What's your reaction to her disappearance? And think about that for a second, because while you think about it, I'm going to give you the timeline of what happened. On July 5th, authorities say Sylviane contacted her family in Belgium for the last time. Then a day later, Oscar, her husband, allegedly buys the concrete mix, 5-gallon buckets. Several 5-gallon buckets. July 9th, Oscar, the husband, takes his daughter, according to cops, and flies to Venezuela. July 14th, Oscar, with scheduled return, doesn't show up. July 18th, Sylviane is reported missing by a coworker. July 24th, Oscar's car is found at the home of a family friend. She's believed to have driven the car before she disappeared. Okay, Karen, briefly, your reaction to her disappearance and police thinking this is quite possibly foul play.
Well, like you said, do the math. Do the math. It adds up. I am shocked and I'm outraged. I'm shocked because this behavior is very uncharacteristic of Sylviane. You know, as our principal, Coach Lemoyne, said, Teacher of the Year, National Board Certified PhD, this is definitely uncharacteristic, you know, none of her characteristics. I am outraged.
More on the other side. Hang in.
Someone will come forth with some information.
Where is Sylviane Lozada, a wonderful teacher and mother of a young girl? She is missing. Did her husband flee the country after buying a whole bunch of cement mix as well as several plastic bins, which of course immediately reminded me of the Drew Peterson case. He is the ex-cop charged with a murder of wife number 3, but the disappearance of wife number 4 remains a mystery, unsolved, and Drew Peterson's stepbrother claimed Drew asked him for help moving a heavy plastic container that was warm to the touch right around the time that wife number 4 disappeared. The container was never found. Steve Moore, what do you make of the cement mix and the containers being purchased by this Oscar before he disappears, reportedly, according to cops, back to Venezuela with the child?
Well, this isn't a Rubik's Cube here. This is pretty straightforward what happened, or what likely happened. The police have said that there's evidence of foul play in the house. My wife is from East Baton Rouge Parish. I've been there a lot. There are waterways, there are bayous, there's the Mississippi River. It's pretty straightforward. I think right now what they should be concentrating on is getting a warrant for this man and getting the State Department and the marshals on getting him back.
Yeah, but it can be tough to investigate somebody who is not even in this country, who has fled to Venezuela. And let's remember, I mean, this started in early July, around the 4th of July holiday. A lot of time has passed. I want to go back to Karen Woolley, who is the missing woman's best friend, and I know you're devastated, and I thank you so much for speaking. We're trying to jog somebody's memory. We're trying to convince somebody who knows something about this case. We're trying to convince anybody who knows anything to come forward. So, Karen, what would you say to somebody who might have seen something? What would you say to them for your friend?
For my friend, for the family, we're asking anybody who knows anything about this case, please come forward. We need answers. We need answers in our community, in our school. Her daughter needs answers. Please come forward.
Are you concerned about the reports that this husband may have taken the 5-year-old daughter, I believe she's 5, to Venezuela with him?
Am I concerned about that? I am concerned that he's not back here in the States answering questions.
Tell me more about the problems. You say that she was thinking of leaving her husband. That is historically the most dangerous time for any woman. Was she worried? Did she express fears of her husband?
Sylviane is a very strong woman. She has succumbed a lot, Everything she did was for her daughter. She had no fear of her husband. Being the intelligent woman that she is, if she thought her life was in danger, she would have been out of there.
But you told me that they had problems. Why did she want to leave him?
She was fearful that she would not get custody of her daughter. That was her fear. Everything she did was for her daughter.
Well, look at this beautiful woman. Thank you so much for coming forward, Karen.
Thank you.
And Steve, I really hope that there's a break in this case. We'll be back in a minute.